Welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm James.
I'm BJ.
I'm Ken.
All right.
We're back.
We're back, guys. We're live.
We're live at 5 on a Friday. We're really excited to see all of you. And we have a very special guest.
St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
And we have a very special guest right here at the end from Slane Whiskey. The reason we're here tonight for all of you, introduce yourself.
Thank you, BJ. So my name is Nick Polidorov, and I am the Emerging Brands Market Manager for Nevada for Brown-Forman. So what that means is I manage all of the craft spirits of Brown-Forman portfolio, and one of them being Slane Irish Whiskey, which is what we are celebrating today, along with Beer Zombies and St. Patrick's Day, and of course the Barrel Buddies. Can't forget the Barrel Buddies.
Well, thank you, Patrick. This is great. Wait. Name one more time. Nick. I'm gonna mess this up. I'm like Patrick. Nick. I've had too many to drink.
Is it coming through?
So we've got Nick. We're really excited. Nick, thanks for being here. We've got Slane, and you're going to tell us and our viewers all about Slane.
We're doing a sound test, everybody.
A new on the market Irish whiskey, right? How many years have you guys been in the American market?
Yeah, it's been on the market now for a few years.
Okay, for a few years.
Since 2018, yeah.
Okay, man, what a rough time to open up.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, so Irish whiskey is on the up and up. It's a premium, fast-growing category, especially for premium, which we are a premium Irish whiskey. We did see, obviously, a little bit of hiccup just like everybody else in 2020. It wasn't always easy being a smaller brand, especially in the pandemic. A lot of consumers went for what they knew as tried-and-true brands. For example, Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, Woodford Reserve Bourbon. Those are two other brands that are in our portfolio for Brown-Forman. So,
fantastic.
While we saw some great success with our established brands, still working to get our emerging brands out there in the market in front of people, and Liquid to Lips is really our biggest way to do that.
I'm gonna give James. You're gonna take the headset here because I want you to hear what Nick is talking about.
I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, so I can hear it.
I want you to hear. I want you
Okay.
to be able to hear because you're all the way down at the end.
fantastic.
But what Nick just said is like the greatest catchphrase that I'm going to steal and use forever.
Yes.
Liquid to lips is what they're
Oh,
after. They're
like-
going for liquid to lips.
So-
That's amazing.
So instead of farm to table, we have liquid to lips.
Yeah, instead of farm to table, it's liquid.
Okay, all right.
to lips.
I am having a very bad time here today, friends. Okay? The sun has just set over a windshield of a car. And now I'm getting the sun right in my face.
He really is.
It's okay. It'll
He's
go
getting
away
it-
in a couple
he's
minutes.
getting it right in his
It'll be
face.
fine. It'll be fine.
Right in his face. Oh, look at that.
Thank
A
you.
friendly patron.
Wow.
A friendly patron has just stepped in to save the day.
I'm gonna give
Save the day.
I'm gonna give the headset back to you.
Oh,
Paige, all right?
okay.
Yeah.
You sure? Because we're going to be talking to Nick a lot more.
No.
So
Or you can hear him, so I can wear these.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can hear him. You need to be able to hear.
James, if you need these, I have these for you. So
I am good. I appreciate it. I'm good.
Fantastic,
I'm good.
fantastic. So you guys, I know. Listen, not only bringing an amazing brand
Yep.
and bringing everybody here, but then going to offer up sunglasses.
I
You're the
appreciate it.
man.
Thank you. I'm
Nick's
good.
the man.
But if I took them off, I won't be able to see because I'm blind as a bat.
You know what? You don't need to see to drink. Remember,
This is
liquid to
true.
lips. That's what we're after here today.
using your olfactory senses.
That's right.
Right.
I love it. I
Hey,
love it.
so let's get into Slane a little bit, right?
Yeah, so he was just saying what you missed.
Yeah.
And I'll reiterate for anybody who's joining up late.
we
Again, thanks
have
for coming.
people rolling in now.
You
so,
guys are
yeah.
starting to roll in. Hey, everybody.
Right
so-
on, Hank. He's got the Bushmills.
Oh, God, is that Hank McGurk? What's up, Hank McGurk? Thanks for joining us, and happy
He's
St.
Hank, he's
Patrick's.
Hank Reuters today.
Oh, Hank Reuters. Okay. Started rolling out in the United States in 2018. Kind of a tough time to get going. People were sticking with the brands they know. But
Yeah.
we're here to talk about a brand that you should know. And again, this is Slane Irish Whiskey. And you said that it was a premium Irish whiskey.
Correct.
Talk to us a little bit about what makes a Irish whiskey premium versus non-premium?
Absolutely. I'm glad you asked that. So we're trying to do something different with Slane Irish Whiskey. So our parent company, Brown-Forman, we're known for making our own barrels. So we are actually
Yes,
the
you
only
are.
major American spirits company that owns our own cooperage. In
Yes,
fact, we
you
have
are.
2 of them, not 1 but 2. So we have a historic cooperage up in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
And then in the 90s, we had to build a second one in Alabama just to keep up with Jack Daniel's production.
It must be good to be king. It must be good to be king.
And we have King. We have King of Kentucky. We also have King. You're right.
Wow.
I love it.
But not today, unfortunately.
Well, that's okay. We're
Yeah,
going to talk
that's
about
okay.
something specific.
Okay.
Something specific.
Ease our way into
There's
this.
still a lot of time to become friends and learn about all the other good things.
Absolutely.
Let's say Patrick's Day. We got to focus on the good stuff.
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right. So you guys got the cooperage, and
Yes.
so you've got from what I've done a little homework.
Yeah.
We've got American whiskey barrels that
Yes.
you're blending
Correct.
with
Tennessee. Hold on. We can
oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
clarify. Tennessee whiskey barrels
barrels.
by
Yes,
Brown-Forman.
correct.
I wonder who.
Gee, I
Wink.
wonder what you'd be aging in
Yes.
those cooperage barrels. Jeez, I hope our friends in Lynchburg had something to do with this.
I think that would be a good guess.
I hope it's a good guess.
We don't officially say, but if you can do the
Oh,
math. It doesn't
yes.
take a detective to figure out where it comes from.
I would say there's some squires who would really like to have this bottle.
They would definitely recognize some banana notes, some butterscotch notes.
Yeah.
Very
Very
good.
good.
And I am a big fan of that particular brand of whiskey.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Great. Awesome.
Ken, we're asking you to get closer to the
Or
mic.
pull the mic closer to you, bud. You're just a little low. There you go.
There you go. There you
Jackie
go.
Black,
There you go.
welcome to the
What
show.
up, Jackie Black?
What's
Welcome
going
to the
on,
show.
bud?
Glad to have you back.
So we're live, guys. So for those that don't know, just to go recap, I'll keep saying it. We'll all keep saying it. We are live here from Beer Zombies, Boulder City, for the wonderful St. Paddy's Day shenanigans for the rest of the night.
And you won't get pistol whipped for saying shenanigans tonight.
You will not. You can say shenanigans. This is where the one day you get a
Myself
pass.
sample too, so.
And it's cheeky and fun shenanigans and not sad and, I forgot how Farvis said it. Was it? I don't remember.
We don't have to
Anyway,
take it that far.
Let's talk about this special that these guys have
Well-
here. They have a Slane special at
Yes.
Boulder City out here with
Yeah,
Beer Zombies.
what is the Slane special for? Hey, what's the Slane special tonight?
Let's get that Slane special. Can you? What are? Your, I don't even know what these are. I don't know what's in
So
front
there
of you.
is a beer pairing. So there's a beer
Okay.
pairing. I can talk to you a little bit about that if
Please
you like.
do. Please
us
do.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah. So we have 3 different beers that are featured and paired with Slane Irish Whiskey. So you can come on in and get the flight. So you get a shot of Slane, and then with it you get 3 different types of beer that's going to complement each of the 3 types of casks. So first of all, you have the Slimericon, which is a green beer. So it's a sour beer. So this one's going to probably pair well with the Virgin Oak. Then you have the Haze or Die, which is a hazy IPA. A DDH hazy DIPA. I don't know what that means.
Double
but I'm guessing
dry
it's
hop.
hops.
Yeah.
An IPA, yeah.
Very cool.
And that's going to pair well with the sherry cask. And then you have the blonde ale, which is going to pair well with the seasoned cask, or that ex-Tennessee whiskey.
why is the blonde ale green?
Because it's St.
Those-
Patrick's
those
Day,
3
of
different
course.
casks, correct.
Oh,
And
very
it's no
cool.
particular order, so they're aged separately in 3 casks, and then they're blended together. So
So I wanted to make sure I got this right.
Yeah.
So because I wasn't done with the cask, you do the Oloroso sherry cask.
The
which I'm
butts.
a big fan.
Sherry
of
butts.
anything.
Sherry
Oh,
butts.
sherry butts. Excuse me.
yes,
And then you said Virgin.
Virgin
cask.
American Oak.
Virgin Oak that we make
And a
ourselves
virgin.
in our,
Okay.
in our
And
cooperage.
then-
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's
Used
magical, actually.
Tennessee.
Okay.
So that's really what makes it a premium spirit. It sets us apart from some of the other, sets us ahead of the pack as far as everyone else is doing mostly ex-bourbon, which is fine, which is great. One of the 3 casks is an ex-Tennessee whiskey barrel, so very similar. But then we have those 2 other barrels that make it extra special and extra premium.
Fantastic.
So do
Okay.
we want to, BJ, do we want to go in and start with the whiskey review straight up? Like, should we do our traditional?
We really want to get into it.
get
So
the
Well,
Barrel
how much
Buddies?
time do we have? I'd like
we've
to-
got lots of time.
We got like
We're
an
here.
hour, so
We've got this is a
Yeah.
special show. We've got tons of
we
time.
got tons of time.
We're gonna do the
We can come
live, and
back.
then we'll edit this in post, and we'll do
Yeah.
a very high production show. We've got lots of time tonight.
Okay, so I have something special for you guys. I brought a little surprise.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I never leave my house. I never leave my house without my bag of tricks.
Oh.
So let's see what I have in my Mary Poppins
Okay.
bag.
Whiskey coming through.
Yeah.
Nick the magician here. I love it.
All right. So remember I talked to you about the 3 casks.
Yes.
Yes.
So we age them all separately and then we blend them together.
Okay.
Right.
Well, these are never for sale, but there's a few of me across the country. There's like 10 to 12 of us emerging brands managers.
Okay.
And they send us a special training kit that has each individual cask.
Shut the front door.
Yes. Not for sale. It literally
Get
says it on
outta
the back
here.
of the
All
bottle.
right. Wow,
Not
guys.
for sale. This is for training purposes only. You're only going to get this
Whoa.
from me or one of my counterparts across the country.
Whoa!
Wow.
So before we try Slane on its own, I want you to try each individual cask
Yes.
first, and then see how it all blends together. marries
Okay.
Together.
Okay.
How's that
I'm
sound?
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah?
I'm about it. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Let's
And
do
you
it.
twisted my arm.
Blended equally, or
Right.
some casks have higher percentage than others?
So just like where the barrels come from, it's also proprietary. But if I had to guess, it's probably a little more seasoned, just because we have a lot of seasoned barrels already in our possession.
Very cool.
But you'll see, and actually, this is the fun part is you're going to taste all three casks individually, save a little bit, then try it next to Slane, and you can decide for yourself what you think.
Okay. I love
So
this.
this is a really
Very
fun
cool.
tasting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
James, you hearing all that down there?
I've heard it all. Thank you
Fantastic.
for the headset. Actually helps immensely.
Yeah.
Or the headphones.
Being live, we don't do a lot of live shows
We don't.
because, as you know, viewers, every single time we've done a live show, it always ends up going a little awry.
Hey, how many? Can you hook up like 3 of these?
Alright,
Can
not
we
today,
go with
though. They're
headphones?
right.
Like a
That's
legit,
not-
like.
I tried to do it beforehand, but I really didn't want to mess with too much before
But we could.
tonight. But yes, we could.
I like this because now we can all hear each other,
Correct.
and we can do this times 4. We got a lot of strategizing after this.
So this is the
All right.
virgin, right? This is the virgin oak.
Correct. So brand new, heavily toasted, medium
Oh
char
my
barrel that we make ourselves at our
God.
Brown Forming Cooperage.
Oh my god.
So are you guys at the point where you're using your own distillate, or is this sourced?
That's a great question. So at this time, we're still using sourced. However,
Okay.
we've laid down our own distillate. But as you know, it takes a long time,
Right.
and patience to
Yes, it
age,
does.
especially with Irish whiskey.
Yeah,
So we do
definitely.
have that liquid laid.
Okay.
And they keep testing it, taste testing it. Not ready yet. When it's
Okay.
ready, it's ready, and that's
Very
what we'll
cool.
bottle it.
Looking forward to that. They're very
Yeah.
cool. All right.
Because some
Yeah.
brands will just put out bad whiskey, and it's nice that Slane's waiting until it's
Exactly.
high-quality product.
And we still do age them additionally in all three of those casks. So it's yeah.
Oh, Ken, I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna readjust you as tonight's sound technician.
All right.
I gotta
There
keep
you go.
really
now we
close
can
to
hear
the
you.
mic
You got to get
tonight.
right
I'll
up
make
in
sure I'm
there,
right
Ken.
Thank you. I said dig into the mic tonight, so
That's
really
all
dig
right,
into the
dig in.
mic.
I'm there.
So
Okay,
here we
so
go.
I'm gonna get into this.
Yes.
Cheers and happy St.
Yes.
Patrick's Day.
Happy St.
Sláinte.
Patrick's Day,
Sláinte.
everybody.
Yeah,
Sláinte.
sláinte, the correct term. Oh my god.
So that virgin oak, you're gonna taste the vanilla,
Wow,
vanillin
it's like
compounds,
vanilla.
toasted oak,
It's
toasted
so good.
marshmallow,
It's so good.
liquid gold, right?
Yeah.
Wow, this is delightful.
I could just drink that all the time. I just want to
bottle
drink that all the
this.
time.
Wow.
This is incredible.
Getting a little bit of nutty flavor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, but you know what? The vanilla and the marshmallow is exactly what jumps out. That is the profile, and it's so mellow
Yeah.
and full-bodied. I mean, it covers the palate. Liquid gold is a perfect way to put it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's delightful.
And what's the proof?
So Slane is 80 proof across the board.
That
Yeah, and these are proof down as well.
great,
Wow.
good mouthfeel for 80 proof.
Jeez, I know. And for an 80 proofer, 40% for our friends out there, we all know this. You're getting a lot of. There's a surprisingly amount of complexity for an 80 proofer, where typically when it's
you
like
want-
a
I can-
40%,
I
you're
can-
like,
Good.
eh. But no, this.
Do you want
this coming
more?
through
Yeah, I'll
is
pour you
good.
your own. Yeah.
It's so good. So we have a special guest here who has been on the show before.
Oh, come on in, come on in. We got to bring
Our-
our
our
friend,
special
great
host.
friend
She's wearing green too. Good choice.
This is our special host. You will remember Amanda Hansberry
from the Malort show.
from our Malort Shore, our resident Chicagoan,
I love
and
Chicago.
our Jameson lover. So an
That's
Irish
it.
whiskey lover coming out to support. So thanks, Amanda, for
Thank
being
you.
out here
Thanks
with
for
us
joining
tonight.
tonight.
That is delightful. I love that a lot.
I'm excited for what's next. 'cause
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you right now, if that is even just a part of what's in that bottle, I'm very excited.
Yes, definitely is.
I'm very excited.
So next up, we're going to go to our season cask. So these are those
Oh.
ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels that we've been talking so much about.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you guys-
For James.
Thank you.
Oh, that's okay.
4.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you for playing Sunshield for me for the 5 minutes that it went through that.
How's the
So
chat?
ridiculous.
How's the chat?
We're getting people rolling in. We got Uncle Punky.
Punky, what's
we got,
up, buddy?
We got Jackie Black. Hank's here. Mrs. Askins is here.
So I'm here. I'll pass the link
Thank
down.
you. We're a lot of fun, Hank.
Got it.
You'll have to join us for one of our live shows. We always have a blast.
Hey, we've been advertising this live
No,
show for
come on.
weeks.
Punky said, "Hello, Mr. Crow, Micro Crow's Feet." No,
So
come
this is
on.
Dr. Crow Crowing.
Give it away?
Are you telling me
I didn't give him the
secret
full.
word?
I didn't give him the full.
It is Dr. JCC, and I'm not going to say what it is. But if somebody comes up to me tonight and says
Remember,
it, I have a special premium bourbon pour.
a primo
Tonight.
bourbon.
I'm not gonna
pour for
reveal it
anybody
yet.
with the special term tonight.
Someone live's going to have to come up to me and ask for it
We have a
using the
premium Irish whiskey pour
password.
right now. And it's,
All right. Yeah. Speaking of
Thank you
which,
for keeping
All
us
right.
back on there.
Seasoned.
Yeah. So
What's this
is
one?
The season cast next.
Okay.
So this is
So-
the American
American White Oak.
Cincy whiskey. Okay.
First fill American whiskey White Oak. So it's only seen liquid once. And then what we do is we disassemble it, we ship it over to Ireland, they put it back together again and fill it with Slane.
It's heavily toasted, right?
Heavily toasted medium char on this.
Okay.
Wow.
So far, I'm really liking all the char notes. I'm not a big super toasted guy. I think that
sweetness
kills
here,
a lot of
though.
the sugars in the barrel. So
You think
really
so? Really?
appreciating. I know that the
Wow.
more heavily you toast, the more it should bring out the sugar.
Yeah, it
But on my
caramelizes it.
palate,
Yep.
I really taste the char. So I
Okay.
really am enjoying
Oh, good.
where we're at here.
This one is a lot brighter and more fruity.
Yep. Definitely fruity. I'm getting the fruit notes, the banana, like
Yes.
I said. Some plum. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's the fruit.
Some like peach in there for me.
Oh, yeah. Like
Yeah.
baked peaches. Yeah.
And there's the good oak spice that comes in through that a little bit.
We kind of froze up here.
Oh, hang tight.
Hang tight. Yeah, you need to see it on the back. What? Oh, there's that mug of BJ. We're good. Thank you. There we go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ken. Definitely a lot brighter. Some more traditional, a very much more traditional style flavor profile here. Really shines through, and it's, you know what, easy drinking. This is actually super easy drinking.
Yeah.
It doesn't coat the palate as much. I think it's a little lighter bodied, in my opinion.
It's definitely got
But
a
it's
light body to
enjoyable.
it, but I'm with you. I think it has enjoyable flavors. I'm getting like a sweetness that I almost want to say, I think it's like a port or sherry sweetness. And I know that's probably my mind telling that that's coming, so get ready for it.
Well, you know what?
But
I
I get
think
a
you're right.
sweetness of like a fig, like a dried fig or like a
So we've talked
raisins. in this
bananas,
one.
peaches, and now we're going a little dry fig.
Yeah.
But yes, correct. We're getting a lot of that fruit note that Nick was just talking about. So, 100%. Good, and definitely I think is gonna lay into a lot of the complexities that I'm sure this has got in store for us.
Yeah, definitely. Very cool. So can we talk?
Digging that.
I had a question about this. So this blending process, is it blended and then it goes to rest in barrels, or you take the aged juice it down and blend it in bottles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question. So they're aged separately.
Okay.
So they're aged separately, and then once they're ready to be blended, then they're blended in bottles.
Got it.
So
Okay.
what we're trying now is each individual barrel separately.
Okay.
Just like this.
I
Yeah.
that. Very
So
cool, very
this
cool.
last one here is the Oloroso Sherry Cask.
Oh yeah.
So when you said figs earlier, you're definitely
Yes.
gonna get figs on this one.
Okay.
Some
All right.
raisin. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely is a sherry cask.
Yes.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice.
Oh yeah. Definitely sherry, figs, raisin, all of that's
Yep,
coming
you're
through.
welcome. Yeah.
Oh, I want these all together now.
It is great.
I really want.
You know
So
what?
it has a traditional, a whiskey from Europe, northern Europe. sherry
I'm going to
cask.
say
It's
a very
almost like a
bold.
sherry cask. Scotch. No, it's not
I was just gonna say
Scotch,
it
but
has
similar.
a Scotch age. Like I feel like the last barrel was young. It was like all of the young and spryfulness of the whiskey. This is the age and the wisdom. This is that maturity complex that's gonna get blended in.
You can taste the barrel a little bit.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, well, we're doing all of our talking. We're not even letting
Hey,
you get into it. Sorry.
Honestly, you guys have advanced palates. You know what you're doing, what you're saying, everything. And so far, I've been nodding because I agree with you. No, I think you're spot on.
And what's
Didn't rehearse this. This
Yeah.
is all
No, because you didn't know bringing these.
correct? We had no idea.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
So you all are on
Rip.
spot on. To your audience out there listening, they do know what they're talking about.
Thank you. No, we appreciate
we
that.
did
I
it.
sample
All right.
a lot of whiskey, and they know they're on point with everything. So
I want to
you guys can
compare
talk
this. I want to compare this to something which I think is a testament to the juice here.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think this is spot on, the sherry one, to Glenmorangie La Santa. I think that this is
Okay. Wow.
almost. I almost thought that was what I'm drinking right now.
So I haven't
So-
had a Lasanta in a long time.
So our friends out there, I mean, that's a huge name, right? One of the big dogs, Glenmorangie, and you go ahead and throw a competitor that has a 3 to 4 year aged Irish whiskey against it, and it's like, wow, what are we working with here? So
we're working with a premium
I'm
Irish
looking
whiskey. That's
forward.
what
I'm
we're
looking
doing.
forward to
Just
it.
That's the mash bill for those that aren't as familiar with it.
Out of my bag of tricks, we also have the Glendronach, which is 100% sherry cask maturated
Yes.
from start to finish. And so
Wow.
you're getting
Wow.
a lot of the similar notes because, again, this is another Brown Forman brand.
Oh, I
We're
didn't even
sourcing some of the same
know
olders with sherry
that.
I didn't know
butts.
Brown Forman did
Glendronach's
Glendronach.
fantastic.
We sure do.
The
That's one of
18's
like
magical.
the big
The
dogs in
18.
Scotch.
It is, yeah.
And something that we need to do a lot more of on the show.
Which
do.
I am also available again to do a Scotch
Okay.
single malt.
Sounds like a
Scotch
plan.
show. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan
Like
to
I
me.
said, I have a bag of tricks.
We
From
love
time
it.
to time, I might pull something out,
I love it.
like surprises.
Wow. Yeah. So this goes back to kind of that first barrel. I feel like I
Yeah.
could sit on the back porch and drink only this, and I would be very happy. What's
Love
the
it.
proof on this?
So these are all bottled at 80 proof.
Bottle
So
at
the
80.
Can't even
samples
tell.
from the individual barrels are proof down, just like Slane is.
Wow. I mean, this is delightful.
Yes.
And what's the mash bill on this whiskey? Is it all the same? for
So it's
three
all
barrels?
barley. Yeah, all barley.
All barley.
Malted and unmalted barley. 100%. Which
Fabulous.
is another reason why it might taste similar to a single malt Scotch that's been
Makes
aged
sense.
in sherry casks. Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
and then just a little bit of history. We understand that from what I read, this isn't the first time Slane Castle has ever done Irish whiskey.
This is true.
You guys are bringing back some heritage, right?
So it's a completely different product, but at one point there was a Slane Castle Irish whiskey.
Okay.
So Slane Irish whiskey is a completely different product altogether.
Completely.
The
Okay.
only common denominator is Slane Castle itself, which is a real place.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So
It's on my travel to list now.
yes. So
Well, and we hear they're known for these
yes,
huge
so we
concerts
actually
in
converted
Slane.
the horse stables of the castle into working modern
And they have a distillery, yeah.
So that old brand Slane Castle, if you ever see a bottle on the shelf, grab it because it's not supposed to be out there. Let me know and I'll reimburse you for it.
Done and
we're still
done.
clearing them off the shelves when we see them, but I haven't actually seen one out in the wild ever since I started with Brown Forman.
Okay.
So good luck if you do, though.
Keep your eyes
I
open.
want to try one personally.
Keep your eyes open.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, now I'm really excited. Now that
Yeah.
we've had it all
Can we just
separated.
jump into our shot
Exactly.
glass?
So now the final tasting on your mat is going to be actual Slane.
All right.
I'm here for it.
Yes.
Well, Sláinte,
yes.
and
Yes.
thank you so
Sláinte.
much.
Cheers. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy
to
St.
you.
Patty's Day, friends.
We're
Cheers
taking
out
it down
there.
your way, sir.
And hope everyone's enjoying some Irish whiskey at home. Hopefully Slane.
Yes. And please remember to enjoy responsibly. Safe and responsibly. Please.
Excellent.
So an interesting, I had a question that just asked how much, right? So I've done some reconnaissance,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we'll get the MSRP, but I saw it at Total Wine for $25. And are we thinking that is that about
So
MSRP?
between 25 and 30 a bottle.
Perfect.
In that price range, which
gonna
is
tell you
very
right now.
reasonable for what this is.
Yeah.
You should double the price.
Stop.
You should.
Come on.
After that first sip, you should double the price.
Get out of here.
I
Yep.
would pay $25 for this any day.
I will buy this for $25 and be very happy, but I would pay $60 for this bottle.
And that's a complete honest answer, not just because the brand rep is here.
Nope.
That is a amazing
That
$25
is-
bottle of whiskey.
Ridiculous.
And that's actually pretty competitively priced at Total.
Oh,
So
it's very
you might
competitively
find it a little
priced.
bit more than that in most retail outlets, but again, even at the 30 mark, it's still a great value for what it is. What do you
There
guys
you
think
go.
of the actual Slane?
So,
It's great.
Wow.
You can taste all three.
All three
together.
layers of flavor, right? How they all play together, almost like a rock band.
yes.
I get a little bit of the sherry, not as much as obviously with just the
Exactly.
original one, but a little bit of the brightness. It's all kind of together. You can't pick them out individually, but it's all just blended nicely.
Oh, it's a great blend.
That mouthfeel is still there.
Right. Definitely.
And that's exactly why it's a premium product. Like, kind of bringing it all full circle. You asked me why. Well, here we go. This is what I meant by liquid to lips. This
Oh.
is it. You just experienced it. by
Wow.
This is
yourselves.
liquid to lips.
I could tell you all day why, but I'd rather you try it and figure it out on your own. That's the secret of liquid to lips. So
So I'm about this. I think that I think my palate has really gravitated towards a lot of that virgin oak.
Yeah.
A lot of the vanilla, a lot of the caramel comes through in this. It's a nice full-bodied spirit. I like the finish is where the sherry and where the American finish, Tennessee whiskey finished barrels comes through. I like the spice in the end. You actually start to feel a little bit of a Kentucky hug.
You do get a little bit of
You
that
get
Kentucky
that,
hug.
right?
You get the warmth. I
A
was
nice
going to bring
warmth.
that up.
There's
Yeah.
no bad ethanol aftertaste.
Not
You
at
get
all.
a lot of things in
None.
the spice
They
range.
have perfected that.
It's easy sipping, no pickleback needed.
Not at
No
all.
chaser.
Well,
And I'll just say for an Irish whiskey that's priced similar, that's owned by some Irish celebrities,
yeah.
the same price, has 12 in the name. This knocks it
Right.
out. Don't even bother buying that.
Dropper
It's
Bell?
Surprising.
Dropper Bell?
Don't.
Is that it?
Slane is night and day.
We're just gonna say-
Hooper 13.
Hooper 13?
Anyway.
Slane is slaying anything that's out
I
there.
lo- I love
and,
it.
and
I
I
like
would
it.
just say this. I would say that Slane has once again challenged my view of Irish whiskey. And I said that when I first tried Redbreast. I went, wow, this challenges my view of what I think an Irish whiskey is or could be.
It's there.
And this has once again done that because it has brought in these great sweet notes. The sherry brings in some nice floral notes, but it's not overly floral. It's not overly fruity. I think this is a really nice whiskey. You guys have knocked it out of the park
Thank you.
with a
Appreciate
product that is really well balanced, obviously really well thought out. You guys have
Yes.
blended something that's really well thought out, very scientific. But this is a lovely spirit.
Complexity for 40 proof, which you don't always get.
This is an Irish whiskey that you don't take shots of. This is an Irish whiskey made to be enjoyed.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't think I'm gonna disagree.
You could do both. You can do it on the rocks. I like it on the rocks, but you can certainly do shots of it.
Oh.
The only wrong way to drink it is irresponsibly. Besides that, as
There
long
you
as you're being
go.
responsible, there is no wrong way to drink
My
it.
So
my.
how about in some cocktails? Any cocktails? you
There we
recommend?
go.
Let's
That's
say-
what I wanted to be
Yeah.
brought up.
Gonna
That's
ask right
what I was
there.
going to ask. So, at $30, we'll say for a bottle of Slane, I feel comfortable putting this in an Irish coffee.
Yeah,
I would
great
love
call.
this in an Irish
Great call
coffee,
out. Yeah.
but how it tastes, and I enjoy it well enough to where I think it's that everyday drinker that you could just pay $30. It's good as a mixer. It's good straight up. I want to put a cube in it and see how that tastes.
Yeah, I would.
But
use
there's
this.
nothing off-putting about it, which, guys, we've gone over so much trash on this show, and we do honest, unbiased reviews here. If it was bad, I would tell you guys, and you know that, I would say it. But as I'm saying, I think this fits. There's definitely a category for it. Right? Is that like, I'm comfortable buying this every day. If it goes at a party, I'm okay with it because I can get another one.
Yeah.
Goes in an Irish coffee. I hope to hear some other recommendations for cocktails because I'm not familiar with a lot of Irish whiskey cocktails.
Yep.
Then I'm going to pass it back to you guys. That's all I got.
Dude, put this in some ginger ale. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
This and a little ginger?
Good. That's a good call.
Oh.
That's a good call.
That'd be
oh,
delicious.
that would be amazing.
That actually would be.
That'd
Wow.
be ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd be about it.
So one of my favorite ways to drink this, and I know it's very trendy right now, but that's not why. I started drinking this before. The espresso martini craze going on right now.
Have you seen an espresso
They are
martini
back.
with the Parmesan cheese?
No, I haven't, but I would
Video of that
totally
earlier.
consume that too. I love cheese and I love
Apparently,
espresso, so that's great.
I've seen a lot of videos on Instagram and
It's-
TikTok.
it's
where
a thing.
bartenders
It's a
Really?
thing.
It's a
are
thing.
kind of skeptical of it, and apparently it's
Yep.
amazing.
I mean, cheese goes with everything. I mean, scotch and cheese, for example, the Glendronach that I just showed you pairs so well with cheese.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
We gotta have you back on for some
Spirits-
Glendronach.
Well, you know what? The next time
And
we get
cheese.
together, I'll bring some
Yeah.
cheese. I'll bring some single malts, and we'll go at it.
I'm about it.
So I
Some more
have,
liquid slips.
I'm
and,
about it.
And you don't even have to provide all the Glendronach because I have an 18, the Parliament, I think
Wow.
it's called.
Yeah.
And no, we were into it at one point. So
we were into some scotches. We got to get back.
hey,
into
really
some
quick, I
scotches.
need to get to the chat.
Read out the chat. What do we got?
Mrs. Askin says last week we were talking about choices for new drinkers. Does this hit the mark?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot of our audience
Yep.
are people who either don't drink regularly or are just getting into
Dipping their toes in the deep end.
yeah, collecting or tasting or getting into something new.
Of
Yeah.
course,
And so the question I think is, is this something we would recommend as something that a new connoisseur or an admirer could get into? And I would say absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
This
there's no
this
question.
is very drinkable.
This
It's
is
the thumbs up
easily
for
one
the
of
new
things
drinker
that
category.
I would recommend to anyone who wants to sip whiskey or make cocktails
I
anywhere.
I know that I'm going to break a certain viewer's heart watching, but I am going to just recommend this over your favorite.
Oh.
Rhymes with Blavison.
She needs to try it. Have you had Slane on its own?
She just had it. She just had it. Don't let her trick you. There's a place for that, and I think there's a place for everything, right? There's a reason that all of these things exist. There is a place for everything.
Right.
But I would tell you that if you've had a hard time with Irish whiskey in the past, or if you're just getting into whiskey in general, this is an excellent place to start, an excellent place to get in. This is.
Hold on.
delightful.
You bring up a really good point, though.
It's great.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
no.
Jimmy, go ahead.
Yeah.
No. But BJ brings up a really good point, right? Like, I say I'm new to Irish whiskey, which I'd say I'm fairly new. How do I get into it? What do I do? Who do I talk to? Like, that's what I love about our show is that we're able to showcase these newer-ish products, these what I would call like everyday drinkers. I think that's kind of what we've established. So,
Yep, absolutely.
That where it has a very attractive price for a premium product, and I think you're getting because guys, I was walking into this where I was like, I hope this spokesperson, whoever's here with the company, you guys know me, I'll rip into this if I didn't like it, and I'm surprisingly kind of taken back by it. Like, this is solid.
It's amazing.
At $25, you will not be disappointed.
$30, we'll say 30.
Yeah,
After tax,
$30
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this on our show on Wednesday. We were talking about one of our newer viewers. She's been really good about, hey, for $30, what can I go and buy that I can start putting into my collection, into my bar, that I can be proud of,
Yeah,
and that I can offer other people, and not just be like, oh, I'm new. 100%, this is it.
Yeah.
This is something that I think that you could be proud of. Obviously, it's newer on the market. It's something that you can wow other people that you can offer and be like, oh, you want to try something new and get the name out and show kind of your depth. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to show them what you know versus them always showing you something that they know.
And you can make anyone happy who comes over for a house party, anything. You want someone who wants to drink whiskey straight, on the rocks, in a cocktail. They will not be disappointed with this on any way they take it.
It also holds up really well in a sour-based cocktail. If you want to do a whiskey sour or a New York sour even, if you want to swap it out instead of bourbon, if you want to use this Irish whiskey, it works really well in a sour. I would even put a little hint of orange along with lemon, like maybe split base, orange and lemon with a Demerara syrup, and then you can even do an egg white if you want, if you're feeling really fancy.
I do like the egg white. I like that Pisco sour style. I'm a fan of that.
Hey, and BJ, what's our friend's name again? I didn't catch it earlier.
Nick.
All right. Nick, we have a question for you in the chat.
Nick, shoot. Go for it.
Where do you guys distribute? I'm getting some questions. I think some of our fans want to go buy this.
Yeah. I'm sorry, where do we distribute?
Where do you distribute in the United States?
So we are in all 50 United States.
Oh,
Absolutely.
guys,
Oh, yeah.
everyone can go get
all
it.
over.
We're
Everywhere.
now.
It's not,
Everywhere.
not something allocated. You're going to have to hunt for.
So our Slane core is not allocated, so you can find it as you figured out at Total Wine. You can find it at Lee's, at Corey's, Liquor World. Any of your major retailers here in Nevada will have Slane Irish whiskey.
Shout out to our friends, Issa at Corey's and
Yes.
Corey's. Go
In
over there
fact,
and get some Slane.
Look it up at Corey's.
Yeah.
He gave me this great
my
haircut.
coworker is at Corey's now doing a tasting with Slane.
Hey,
Perfect.
very
My
cool.
coworker Mike Tiss. Yeah.
All right, hey, Mike.
Well,
shout out.
hopefully nobody's there because they're all here with us. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Kidding.
he's got to have his party.
Yes,
He's got to have his
exactly.
party.
It's enough to go around.
So there was a question that also just came in. What about in Canada? Are you guys distributing
Oh.
all throughout North America?
So that's a good question. So I'll have to phone a friend and get back to you on that.
Okay.
I want to
Ooh.
say we are, but again, I want to give you the right information. So what I'll do is I'll double check on that for you, and I'll follow up.
All right, Hank, we'll try to get you the answer,
I
bud.
never want to give the wrong information if I'm not 100% sure.
Hank, we're going to try and get you a bottle. Hey, just talk to us.
If you can't get it, we'll try to get
I will say
you
this.
one.
So I was in Australia 2 weeks ago. I just got back from vacation, hence I have a little bit of a glow and a tan.
Very nice.
And I did see Slane in Australia.
Wow.
Which was really cool. Yeah.
All right. Slane is down.
Good day,
there.
mate.
So that's why I
Good
want
day,
to say it's
mate.
in Canada, but again, I want to make sure I can give you the right information, so I will get that over
Fantastic.
to you.
Very cool.
So it's probable. What else we got going on in the chat?
That's really it. Not too much going on. Uncle Punky asked if he can get it in Pennsylvania. That
Yes.
was
Sounds
answered.
like
all
yes.
50 states.
Punky, go find it at your state store.
Yep. And then Hank said he'll be on the lookout. So he'll be on the lookout. If not, hit us up if you really want to get a hold
Absolutely.
of
And if you actually have their individual contact, I can even let them know what chains in their state have it.
Oh,
After
yeah.
this,
What
I can reach out to my
what
counterparts.
province are you in, Hank? We don't know exactly where you're at.
So
Hank-
yeah, there's different brown-formed people in every state. So I have counterparts in every state. So I can always reach out if it's someone that really wants it, and I can help them find it.
There you go.
Give
There
us-
you
Happy
go.
to. Yeah.
Give us a heads up there, and we'll let you know.
All right,
Not
so
today, but it'll be within the next
Perfect.
week.
You
or so.
did
Yeah.
mention it pairs well with this beard. We are at Beer Zombies here today.
yeah, I wanted us to get into the
Great
pairing.
answer.
Great segue, Ken. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's start. I want to start with this first
See,
one.
I-
We
I'm
got.
learning.
So what is this first
You're
beer?
the guy
This-
that's keeping us on track. I love it, Ken.
Slime
So this says it's a heavily fruited sour with key lime, coconut, marshmallow, and vanilla. Oh my gosh!
Oh, it's delightful.
Look at how dark and green this is, friends. I don't know if you guys can see that.
So this
Wow.
is the SlimerCon. This was which brewery was this? Shift Brewing, Switch Brewing. I can't remember which brewery this was.
No, I don't know who did this. We need to ask. We'll get Vinny on shortly. And he can go over
Vinny!
these.
I'll go grab Vinny. You guys.
Perfect.
Talk about
Vinny,
the
we need
beard.
you.
Yep, let me grab him.
Come here. We need you, please.
Is he ready to come on? Are we ready to get to talk about these beers? Can you talk beers? You ready? He's ready to talk beers, everybody. We're going to talk beer pairing with
We'll pass
Slane.
Vinny. We'll pass Vinny a mic here.
All right.
So he can just tell us a little bit about.
Or you can borrow my seat if you want.
There you go.
No, you're our guest. You're
Yeah?
chilling with
Okay.
us.
We'll figure it
Don't
out.
disappear. Don't dip.
He's behind the bar, guys, so we got to give him a minute.
We're gonna provide you with a couple of our favorite pours
There you
tonight
go.
too.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I brought some goodies in here too. We can go
Oh,
back
excellent.
and forth maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. Very good.
All right, all right. So why don't we start with? Let's jump into SlimerCon.
Well, do we want to rate?
Oh, do you want to go back to the whiskey?
I want to go back here to Slane, and I'd like to give a
Oh,
rating.
fair enough. Fair enough. Let's get into it.
I'd like to rate this. So,
All right, so-
Nick, we do a rating on
We
this
do.
show.
Okay.
We rate on 3 categories.
Yep.
We rate on the nose, we rate on the palate and taste,
Okay.
and we rate on value.
Okay.
Now we have a kind of 2-style scoring system.
Yeah.
The first scoring is a scoring system that is 1 out of 3 on each category, and then an extra point to get us to a 10 out of 10, and then that helps us get to our final rating, which is a score out of 100.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start.
Great.
So on the nose, I do get a lot of that caramel, that nice vanilla, but it does smell like Irish whiskey, and not in a bad way. I think it's got a little floral, like I said, and nice developed, some nice developed notes and a nice complexity. So that would lead me more to a 2 out of 3. On the flavor, I'm blown away. The flavor, I'm blown away, and I'm going to tell you that's a 3 out of 3 for me. That really nice full palate. A lot of that vanilla, a lot of that virgin oak really shines through. I really appreciate it, and I love the development of the spice. As soon as I swallow, it's got a great finish, and that finish just doesn't disappear either. It does stick with you. It's not a long finish, but it's a finish that does stick around long enough to make you go, okay, I'm ready to go back. And then at $25, 25 to $30, that's a value. That's a value that's 3 out of 3 for me. So that's gonna put my score out of 100. That's gonna be an 89 out of 100.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a high score.
Wow.
It's definitely a bottle that I'm going to tell you it's a go-getter. That's something you need in your bar. If you see
There
a
you
bottle
go.
of Slane and you don't have one, I'd say it's my recommendation that you should put one on your shelf. So I'm going to tell you that's a very high 8 out of 10, 89 out of 100. So I'm almost at a 9 out of 10 on that one. I really appreciated that. So I like that. Go get it.
Who are you turning it over to?
I'm going to turn it over to Ken.
Oh, nose taste value, Ken.
So the only only thing that isn't my favorite part about this
He's
is
got to
the
get
nose.
closer to mine.
The
There you
only
go.
thing that isn't my favorite part about this is the nose. It's not bad.
I'm with you.
It's-
I was just going to
it's
say
not
that.
as strong
I was
as I'd
just
like
going
it
to say
be,
that.
So I'm, about 1.5 out of 3 on the nose.
Okay. Okay.
For taste, it's a 2.5 out of 3. It's great. The taste is phenomenal. In value, I'm gonna go 4 out of 3. That's where I'm gonna put.
Oh,
my
he's
number one.
the value.
bonus.
Wow.
That you can't get
Yeah.
many whiskeys for $25 plus tax
Agreed.
that are this good.
Agreed. Yeah.
Bourbons, scotches, Irish whiskeys, whatever whiskey you like, $25 is a very hard price point to get to.
Fair.
How Slane has been able to do that, import taxes, everything that goes into
Oh yeah.
to
Tariffs,
bringing
the
whiskey into
taxation,
America.
to still offer it for $30.
Wait, Nick, I have got a question.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm sorry to jump in the middle of your thing.
Yeah, you-
I'm going to ask the question so you don't forget it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to let you get back to that. So, did you guys actively keep it at 80 proof to get underneath those tariffs?
That's actually a great question. I don't know the answer to that, so I'll have to look at that one up for you as well.
Okay.
Getting back to you on the other question.
Because I know a lot of producers,
Yeah.
especially over in Scotland and Ireland,
Yep.
they actually started proofing down their products to get underneath American tariffs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's actually a pretty good
Smart.
idea.
Brilliant.
If that's what you did.
It's not a
But
bad thing.
You're not
It's not a bad
sacrificing
thing. Yeah.
anything for that.
Yeah.
That's interesting, and that's a great call out. So I'll look that up for you as well. I already owe you a couple answers, so I'm gonna add that to our
Fantastic.
list.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to
He's
stop
back to his,
on you there.
no,
Sorry.
he's saying
Great
He
point.
said 100, I think. It was like 99, I think, right? Yeah.
Close. So,
Just kidding.
but
Yeah, it was 100 out of 100.
It's an 8 out of 10 or 82 out of 100 for me.
Very
I
nice.
don't like rating stuff super high. As
You
as
don't.
You guys know,
No,
when I've
you
been
do
on
not.
The show.
That's a high rating.
So that is a very high rating for
Yeah.
me, and I am very pleasantly surprised.
I love it.
Wow.
Jimmy?
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm not worried.
All right. My feelings fall in line very closely with Ken. I think the nose, whereas it's pleasant, it's very you have a hard time kind of getting to it.
It's one
If I had to give some criticism, and that's what we're all about here, unbiased reviews. If I had to give any feedback to those guys, amp up the nose. Maybe that requires something. I don't know, a little bit more of one of the blends, whatever. I'm not a master blender. That's my only critique, right? So nose is where I'd have to give kind of the deduction. But I say it only because the nose isn't pronounced. You really just have to get in there to get that sweetness. To get that kind of like vanilla. I almost get like a cereal, like a Frosted Flakes almost, a little bit in there.
So it's Irish whiskey.
And,
Irish whiskey, and we're
sorry, just really got like
I
thrown off
love
here.
it. I love
And
it.
So anyways, so then getting to the taste, whoa, that's where I would get very,
Taste
very
is a
surprised.
big deal.
So taste, what surprises me the most, I had kind of like a preconceived notion that I was going to walk into this and not like the taste whatsoever. Completely wrong, false. The taste is very pleasant, very surprising. This would hold its own in a blind tasting against some of the heavyweights, which means my recommendation is that Slane should start submitting to some competitions if they haven't already. I'm sure they probably
haven't
thought about
already.
it. But
I guess that's a good question. Has Slane won any awards? I know it's still a new brand.
Yeah, so we have won a few awards.
Oh,
Yes.
they've won
Give it
some
to me, I'm gonna give it
awards.
to you, Jimmy.
Tell us about those awards.
Tell us about the
Give it
awards.
to me.
And in the meantime, while he's getting that up, I'm going to say for taste, I thoroughly enjoy it. Solid. Value is blows it out of the park. To Ken's 4 out of 3.
Yeah.
Blown away bonus. Value for a $30 bottle, friends, of Irish whiskey that you can get in all 50 states. I say go out and get it, because what are you losing? It's $30, but if you need an Irish whiskey on the shelf, there's plenty of versatility. You have espresso martinis we've talked about. We talked about whiskey sours. We talked about, what else did we talk about cocktail-wise?
Espresso
Irish
martini,
coffee.
yeah.
Talked about the
Talk
espresso
about
martini.
just some good old
So I
whiskey
think
ginger.
for $30 to have something really solid on the shelf, everyday bottle, everyday drinker, everyday value. So to kind of wrap all that up and give my official rating, I'm going to give it an 80. I'm going to give it a straight 80 across the board.
Okay.
I think, again, I'm probably the harshest critic and person that rates bottles on the show. So to give it, I think that everyday drinker value, it's there.
Yeah.
I'll probably regret giving it an 80, and I probably want to give it an 85. I think my number's falling in between there.
So let's call it an
Something like
83.
an 82.
I give it like 82 and a half. I don't want to give it your exact rating, Ken, because I think you were spot on. And before you said you're 82, I had 82 in my head.
Well, you both can order an 82.
All right, I'll
It's
give it an
okay.
82. I'll cut it in the middle.
There
all
you
right,
go.
we're gonna say 82. So let's get a solid like B plus, right? Like, guys, for a $30 bottle on this show,
Yeah,
it goes
don't
on to
feel
go
bad.
buy
They-
it. No,
they just
yeah,
have
like,
they have a problem giving A+s, so
Right.
I don't know.
Hey, honestly, I mean, I'm that's great. It's
great.
And I'm just glad I
Great.
changed your minds. You know, if you had
Definitely.
a preconceived idea of what you
Yeah.
thought, you're gonna.
I think this is great.
A bottle in this price range, I don't know if I would rate anything in this price range as high as an 82.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. You also have to put that in perspective. That's a great point. So, yeah.
All right, so I want to get back to those. You said that it has won some awards.
Yes.
So talk to us about some of those awards.
Yeah. So let me. Oh my gosh, my fingers are green from this beer. Let me.
Very
I'm
excited.
actually pulling it up on my the Google Drive right now.
Sure.
So I want to make sure I have the right ones for you guys. So bear with me.
And any questions in the chat, guys, hit us up. Let us know what you're drinking tonight on St. Patty's Day. If you celebrate St. Patty's
it in the
Day,
comments
Everyone
below.
after the
shoot
show
us,
is gonna
blow up
go
the
buy
chat
some
here,
Slane.
guys. What's
And
that?
Hopefully after the show, everyone's going to go buy some Slane and drink that later tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight into the weekend. Hey, it's Payday Friday for some of us, so get out
Sure
there and
is.
spend that 30 on this bottle. I know you maybe have one bottle on your budget.
You will not be disappointed.
We got to hide it from the wives out there, the husbands. Keep it under the radar. At least I do. I don't know about these guys.
I don't.
Where did that bottle come from? A long time
It's
ago.
always been here.
It's always been there.
It's been here since 2018.
It's Irish whiskey. Why don't you try it in some coffee?
Yeah, solid pick.
Can
Solid
we,
pick.
we're going to do beers with Vinny, correct? Just want to confirm.
Yeah, we're gonna talk some beers with Vinny.
All right. And then,
So, while I'm looking for those,
There you
by
go.
the way, so Vinny did give me the lowdown on these beers.
Oh, excellent. Talk to
Okay.
us.
So all three of them are actually brewed in San Diego by Beer Zombies. So these are all made by
so
them.
these are all
Fabulous.
with our
All
wonderful
three of them are,
friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
For those that haven't
So-
been out, for those that are local to Las Vegas, I know the Barrel Boys have a lot of fans in Las Vegas.
No, it's
If
good.
you
It's
take
good.
a drive out to Boulder
Sorry.
City. This is an awesome
It's
spot.
bad cable.
Yeah.
Beer Zombies have done a great job. There's
Oh, their
games
beers.
outdoor, nice lawn. If you want to sit outside, nice indoor spot. Looks awesome in here. It's exactly what you would want.
No, and
Place
so
to drink
Ken,
beer.
I know this is your first
Very
time
first
out
time.
here.
Pleasantly
What do you
surprised.
think? Pretty awesome
It's
spot,
awesome.
huh?
I will be back here with my wife and my kid.
There you
Because
go.
we can sit outside and play. And
It's a very family-friendly
It
location.
And not only this, guys, but they have what, a handful of locations. They have over by the airport. They got the D. Martin location.
Yeah.
They're over on west side on Warm Springs,
That's right.
downtown Summerlin.
Yeah, downtown.
Guys, Beer Zombies out here in Vegas. If you plan for any trips and you want to have a wonderful beer experience, this is the spot. These guys get some incredible beers.
Fact.
We'll post at the end of the show their beer menu so you guys can see what they have. And who doesn't enjoy Montucky cold snacks?
Oh, baby.
So shout out to our dear friends at Montucky.
We
One
love
of these
ya.
days, we're going
We
to get you on
love
the
ya.
show because we just love Montucky.
got a clap
And
for
what
that.
I enjoy about this place is that a single can costs once. No. That's if you shotgun it.
Yeah.
It's up there. It says how much is a shotgun. I can't see it from here.
$2 beer of the day.
$2.
$2 is you have to shotgun it for $2.
And why would you not shotgun a Montucky?
Oh, it's
so
five.
delightful.
It's $5 if you sip, $2 if you
Ready with the
chug.
award.
And these are big dog. These are tall boys, aren't they?
All right, awards.
Anyways,
So that's
awards.
liquid death water, though, right? That's water. That's
Oh,
not-
this is Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
That's
is
just water.
that water is actually my favorite water. I
Shout
gotta
out to
say.
Liquid
Mine
Death.
too. I like the sparkling kind though.
Unfortunately,
Sparkling.
I got a tap water, but
But you got it in a cool cup.
There you go.
Beer Zombies cup.
You got it in a cool
Yeah.
cup.
That's cool.
Yeah, the sparkling is amazing. The Liquid Death sparkling, perfect.
Lime and mango. All right, so
Lime
those
and
awards
mango.
are.
Yes. So for being a newer brand, 2019 we won a gold medal at the Irish Whiskey Awards.
Big deal.
2020 we got 92 points at the Ultimate Spirits Challenge.
Big deal.
We also got Tried and True designation at the Ultimate Spirits Challenge in that same year.
Big deal.
And then we're a finalist as well in the Ultimate Spirits Challenge. So whiskey
Wow.
finalists, so
Well,
pretty good.
I see
So,
nothing but good
Yeah.
things on the
That's
horizon
great.
for you
That's
guys.
great.
There's
Thank
nothing
you.
but good
Yeah.
things on the horizon.
Very cool.
Whatever we could do to help push you guys out there,
We love it.
all you lions and lionesses, Slane
You
is
know.
going to be a sure bet.
Yeah, it's a
Get in
sure
on the
bet.
ground floor here.
Get in.
All right, so all of this is coming out of San Diego. Beers on Be Brewed, the SlimerCon.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys. I love this.
It's a playoff leprechaun. It's SlimerCon. That's why it's green.
like a
You know, it's actually a playoff of the High C Ecto Cooler
leprechaun
of our
SlimerCon.
childhood.
Ecto Cooler. This was Ecto Cooler, like a sour Ecto Cooler.
Yeah, it's sour Ecto Cooler, High C Ecto Cooler. If you guys know what that is, then you're in the same. Yeah, there's some
We
hands
got
up.
some hands up out here. We got
I
some
know.
hands up
Yeah,
out here.
there's some people know. Okay, an Ecto Cooler was put out by High C. It was an all citrus, all green,
Amazing.
like Capri Sun style drink. As a kid, your mom would buy this in buckets and just force it down your throat. And you're like, no more. But you drink it all the time. Oh, it's pure sugar. Yeah, it was basically
sugar.
green Sunny Delight. It
Yeah.
was green Sunny Delight.
It was green Sunny D, basically.
So, yeah, SlimerCon, big fan of that. All right, I got to get into this Haze or Die,
Haze or Die.
a playoff of one of the greatest video games of all time, Skate or Die.
This is a double dry hopped hazy double IPA. So this is going to be the
The
heavyweight.
Haze or Die?
Woo, this
We're
is
getting
the-
some audience participation that this was the
Wow.
best out of all three.
It's good.
So, cheers and sláinte to all of you.
Let's do a little bit of beer, a little bit of Slane, right?
Wow, 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 wow,
You
wow.
didn't say it pairs really well, so I'm gonna try.
All right, I will tell you this. Chris, if you're watching,
Okay, it's great. Yeah,
Wow.
it's really good.
as much as I liked end-to-end burners, this is better. This is better than
Tell
end-to-end
Vinny,
burners.
too, because Vinny's
Vinny!
got to buy the kegs here.
This is better than end-to-end burners. I know.
We're going to get him on in a minute. We're going to
But I
get him
like
on
it.
in a minute. We're going to give Nick a break
Yeah.
here. We're going to give Nick a break here and get Vinny on in a second.
delightful.
Yeah, this is awesome. I love this.
All right, let's get to the blonde. Let's get to the blonde, and then we're
Boomstick
getting
blonde.
Vinny on.
That's solid. That's a solid double dry hop, baby.
Blonde's good.
All right, the blonde, which is green for St. Patrick's Day.
Very cool.
That's good. I like the blonde.
Would that be one specifically?
Yeah, it's yeah.
I think
So we are drinking Boomstick Blonde Ale.
Boomstick
Do you know
blonde.
anything about the Boomstick?
Vinny, tell us
We'll
about
get
this.
him on in a second. We'll get him on.
my
For the
God.
love of Pete.
He's waiting patiently to get on the show.
We'll get him on here in a second. Do we have any closing words from Nick before we let him have a break? We've kept him on for a while.
We're going to ask you to move, just move for a minute while we ask a couple of quick questions
Yeah.
about beer.
Okay.
And we'd love to have you back
Yeah.
for some. We're going to pass around a little bourbon with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I have some more tricks up my sleeve in my bag here.
All right,
Short
for
drink.
round two.
But I will
So we'll
save
get him
them.
back.
So
All right.
stick around.
Stick around.
So,
So we could switch you really quick.
yeah.
We're
My
gonna
feet's
switch
warm
them out.
for Vinny, so I'll be back.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much
All
for
right.
having me, by the way.
We're so glad to have you.
Yeah,
We're going to have you back
yeah.
in just a minute.
Absolutely, I'll be back.
Thank you.
All right. Drum roll. Do we get a little drum roll?
The man
Like, is that a
himself.
motor
Mr.
Cola? Here we go. Vinny, the man, the myth, the legend. We got some in the chat. Don said, Vinny, the man, the myth, the legend.
That's very accurate.
That's an accurate
accurate
statement.
statement.
Some of the Slane individual casts. You want to try that? Please, I'd love to.
All right. We're
morning.
getting Vinny all juiced up.
Good morning to you.
Hey,
How's
buddy.
it going?
Man, I'm happy to just be sitting here next to Hunter and not be playing video games.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I only know this guy through video
Alright.
games.
Vinny-
First time meeting, but only known each other through video games.
No,
That's
he's
the
good.
best
He's
part.
good.
Okay,
He's loud.
okay.
He's good. He's
Yeah. I just had this experience with Mike. I just met Mike for the first time face to face last week, and I was like, "Oh shit, you're creepy, Mike." I know
We,
you.
we all go off
That's
our
how you
gamer
learn about why I
tags.
hate creepy
We have a bunch of Xbox nerds and PS5 and PC nerds playing Call of Duty.
Oh,
So,
I mean,
anyway,
So I want to talk with you really quick. Can you talk to us just a little bit about the Slimercon, the Hazer Dye, and the Boomstick Blonde Ale that you guys are putting out as part of the Slane beer and whiskey flight?
Yes, 100%.
And dig into your mic.
Yeah.
So the Slane whiskey and beer flight came from the idea of seeing what beers that we have. We wanted to use one of our flagships. One of our flagships was the Boomstick Blonde. We wanted to add in one of our rotating hazies. We have a couple going around right now, but the Hazer Dye is our favorite. It's a double New England IPA. It's all Citra, and then we double dry hopped it with more Citra. So it's just a straight Citra bottle.
I love it.
That's accurate.
I love it.
It's crazy, and I know this is going to be like, oh my God, he said it, but it really has that whole like juicifer taste to it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. It's like it's everything that I liked about. So here's
Very good.
Here's why I yelled what I yelled. It's everything I liked about end-to-end burners, except for it's turned down to something that I can enjoy. Like end-to-end burners was very in your face. It was a good beer. It was a good beer. It was in your face. This is like everything good about that. Super balanced.
Which I can appreciate because I am not an IPA fan. I know it's kind of sacrilegious to say in front of three beer guys.
No, you could say it.
but-
It's fine.
Say it. Say it.
It doesn't have that overly powering IPA flavor.
No,
and I
agreed.
can drink it and enjoy it.
it's well balanced.
It's super well balanced.
Yeah.
This thing that I'm going to speak for Chris on this one. I know that he loves a hazy that has this color.
Yeah.
It
Agreed.
has a nice balance of hoppy and bitter. That's what he always shoots for. That's the style that he likes, and honestly, I'm right there with it. I like that balance of getting everything in one.
It's a delightful. Listen, I usually don't like double dry hops hazies. I don't. West Coast, and we've had this discussion not on this show, but at a lot of parties. Dusty will eat me alive for it, but I don't like West Coast double dry hop hazies. I hate them. They're garbage.
Shitty West Coast IPAs.
They're garbage.
Come on.
But this is
You gotta-
really
you-
good.
When you talk monkish, there's some bangers in California.
Pepperoni Bobby.
No.
Anyway,
And then you said,
hey, so can you disclose where this is sourced from, or like no? You just say it's from SoCal.
We contract brew all of our Beer Zombie Brewing beers out of San Diego.
Okay.
We hop around and contract out of a few different breweries.
Okay.
I am not going to say yes or no. We can say where it's
That's
sourced
fair.
from, but you've all drank a beer from these
Okay.
breweries before.
Fair
And
enough.
If you have any
Fair
questions,
enough.
just DM.
Is the
Beer
pun
zombies.
intended when you say hop
There you
around?
go.
Hop around.
Hop
Like that.
around. Well, listen, man. Thanks for putting this together. Thanks for working with Slane. Thanks for having
Hey,
us
really
out
quick,
tonight.
what did we call this? What is the name of this? Just Slane and Beer?
So we just called it Slane and a Beer Flight.
So I think we should rename it to what you should do to fall in line with your Montucky special. You call it a Slane train, and if they can pound each
Slane
one of
Train.
these,
Is that copyrighted?
take like
Slane
$2
Train
off
copyrighted
it.
yet? Can we have that? Not on your end?
Slane train it. Boom, boom.
so then you just got to pound each one and do the
There's something
train
really big
and
happening
end
right
with the
now.
Slane shot.
Can I take us off the rails
Just saying.
completely?
Do it.
Yeah,
Do
I
it.
like
Do
that.
it for it.
There's a 16-1 upset that is happening right now on the TV here
No.
at Beer Zombies. FDU is beating #1 Purdue, and they are going to win.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
We got March Madness. March Madness.
Not
Okay.
Purdue is going down.
But this is a big deal.
That's a big deal. Goodbye, Purdue.
Wow.
Goodbye,
Who got
Purdue.
them other bracket?
Ooh, bracket
Every
busted.
bracket is busted right
God.
now.
Goodbye. Yeah.
16 beats a 1.
So Vinny,
Yeah.
if you had to give us your top 3 beers by you guys, or even give us like a highlight, what
They're
if
right
it's
here.
on?
It's right here.
No,
From Beer Zombies?
From Beer Zombies.
Oh man, from
If you
like
had to-
day one, you know what?
or even if it's something now, let's hear about it.
I could actually probably answer this.
Wow.
It was a brew host collaboration, Wizards and Zombies.
Oh,
That's a triple IPA.
yeah.
Yes.
So that was definitely one of my favorites.
Agreed.
The collaboration with Mason Ale Works.
Okay.
The
Which one?
BZ Baracus.
Oh, the barley
The
wine.
barley
oh,
wine.
oh, the barley wine was
Yeah.
so good.
That was
Barley
the
wine is-
barrel aged barley
Yeah.
wine. That was good.
And then it might not be beer, but the Narcisse, the mead that we did with Superstition. Aged in the rum barrels.
That
with
was
banana and
good.
Very good.
It's
Very
absolutely-
good.
But if I had to choose another beer, I would do Post No Pills. Bring back Pilsners, Chris.
Yeah, get those crispy boys.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Uncle Punky, you asked in the chat how old are they? How old is who? How old is Slane?
The beer?
I'm 12 years old.
Yeah, Vinny's 12.
Drinking responsibly at 12 years old.
So, Vinny, we were just saying it is Ken's first time out here, and he loves this spot. We need to get people out here to Boulder City to this hidden gem, guys.
Hidden gem.
What is it? 567
Hidden gem.
Nevada Way. What's the address out here? Get them out here. Come out to Beer Zombies.
It's awesome. It's an awesome spot.
I love this location. It's great. Good vibes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Guys, I want to say thank you again for coming out here today. Thank you for participating in
Thanks
this.
for having us.
Absolutely love having you. Love your podcast.
Thank you for having us. We got something special for you afterwards.
Ooh.
We got a little something.
All right, I'm gonna grab Nick, have him go back on. I'm gonna go check out the crazy bar right now.
Yeah, go have fun. Thanks for
Yeah,
doing you,
thanks.
man.
Thanks for joining us, bud.
Appreciate it.
Cheers. All right, so there you have it.
All right, we're going into
Oh,
part 2.
Sub 1K.
Bobby.
Welcome, Bobby. Good to see you,
Happy
Bobby.
St. Patrick's Day, buddy.
All right, so
Happy
first
St.
guest is
Patty's
on
Day.
Nick's, on Nick's bag of goodies. What he's got for us next?
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh. What do we
Get
got?
your bag of
Oh,
goodies
all
out.
right. Well, we're not breaking out mine yet. We got to see what we got going on.
Has anybody
Welcome
said the
back,
secret
Nick.
word yet?
Nobody said the secret word
Nobody's
yet.
come up and said the secret word.
Nobody's
Bobby,
come up to me and
you
said
could
the
still
secret
come out
word.
and you could ask for a
You
pour
know,
of the $300 bottle.
I'm just
here.
giving the initials. If you say DJCC, then,
Terry.
you know. Anyway.
What's up, Terry?
I don't want to give too much away. Uncle Punky got his answer. Sub 1K, it's good to see you. You got to come out to Boulder City
Come on, son.
one of these days.
Let's go, Bobby.
Yeah, we're hanging out here at Beer Zombies, Boulder City. Fantastic out here. They have this amazing like little pond. They have a koi pond, gazebo. You play some cornhole, food truck. Hang out here. It's a good time.
It's a good spot.
These beers are solid, by
They're
the way.
great beers. Great
So,
beers.
what's next?
Yeah,
what are we
Nick,
doing
Nick,
here?
what do
right?
we got going on?
Yeah.
Just came back. Came back to sit down with
Welcome
you guys
back.
and talk a little bit more about whiskey.
Let's
Looking
talk more
forward to,
whiskey.
your bag of goodies.
I do. I still have my bag of goodies.
Well, we're here for the ride, man.
Yeah?
We're here for the ride.
All right. So remember how you guys said a little earlier that you wish, maybe this flame was a little bit higher proof?
Yes.
Well, I just have
Yeah.
a little surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
So with my bag of tricks, I
Uh-oh.
have a limited
Get-
release from Slane.
Get out of here.
So this is our 40th anniversary bottle of, and it's not the 40th anniversary of Slane whiskey. So it's the 40th anniversary of our concert series that we have at Slane. So,
And
Get
what is
outta
the
here.
concert series?
so every year, starting with Tin Lizzy, a little over 40. It's been a little over 40 years now. And
Okay.
then kind of screwed that, pushed that a little out of whack. But about 42 years ago, started with Tin Lizzy. Their opening act was a little unknown band at the time called U2, which obviously
Little
You know,
band.
Little unknown band.
Did Amanda happen to hear that? You know,
a U2 fan.
she's a huge U2 fan.
Yeah.
Big
Okay.
U2 fan over there.
Awesome. Yeah, so U2 actually recorded one of their albums at Slane Castle. You know? Oh, okay. Yes.
Wow.
So our founder, Alex Cunningham, our co-founder, I should say, was actually in town and here in Las Vegas back in November.
Okay.
And he told a really funny story about how him and his siblings would run down once the band would go up to bed, play with all the instruments, crank all the knobs, play all the strings, this and that, and everything was out of whack and out of tune. So the
Oh,
band would
God.
come down the next day and be like, is this place haunted, this castle? I mean, everything's out of whack, everything's been moved around and touched. But they soon found out who it was the kids. They got caught red-handed. It didn't really push production too late. The album still came out, but it's a great story.
That's a good story.
That is a really cool story.
So
Wow.
anyways,
So Slane 40th anniversary, and then
Yeah.
what's the proof on that?
So this is actually bottled at 90 proof.
90.
Okay, a little
Now we're talking.
Higher.
bigger.
And
Yeah.
also, there's more virgin oak in here.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, so
I'm ready.
So I loved it when you all were talking about how much you like the virgin. So I'm like, huh.
Yes.
So there's basically your two wish lists: the virgin oak and a little bit stronger. I have it.
Yeah.
So
So-
you said this is limited edition. Is it available? Can people try to find it in stores?
So great question. So as of now, Liquor Lineup and Corey's do have.
Sal!
Yeah.
Sal's got it. We gotta go to the
Corey,
Good
too.
Sal,
Sal, and
if
Issa.
you're watching
Yeah, so Sal
tonight.
and Issa.
All right,
However,
Sal and
I will
Issa.
say that we've been doing Slane promos all day today, so they might have sold out, but we do have a few more cases coming to Las Vegas in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
So be on the lookout again. So I'm sure they're going to reorder that once it gets.
So Sal and Issa's got our stuff. Okay.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Just throwing this out there for our friends in the chat. We finally have our brand new shirts created, and I'll try to do my best. But I wanted to show everybody the new back logo of the shirt because I think it looks
smells like
amazing.
new shirts.
Smells like new shirts.
No.
So here's the back of our shirts, guys. And then the front has the logo in the top left corner. So we're going to be putting these up on the website. So keep an eye out. I'll be shipping those out next week. You guys can pick a shirt. I'm going to do a shirt bundle with stickers and a pin. Probably for like $30, and shipping is going to be dirt cheap. So we'll talk about it after the show. I'll keep you guys posted, so then you guys can rep Barrel Buddies and help us out. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, this live show, I need some wireless mics. I need to get a new camera. So you guys buying shirts is going to help that effort. So just saying thank you.
They're
Okay.
nice shirts. Very nice shirts.
They're American Apparel shirts.
Hey, don't give it away.
Oh, I'm giving it away. These shirts
Well
will be
worth-
$50.
I only
worth the
buy.
money.
I only have high quality shirts for this show. I
High-quality
hate
shirts
buying
are-
a garbage T-shirt at an event that like rolls up and fades and looks like shit after the first time wearing it and washing it. These shirts will last you guys a
Okay.
long time.
This smells like bourbon. This smells like bourbon.
Yeah,
this
this
smells
does
like
smell
brown
like
sugar.
bourbon. If you just pour
This
this together
smells
with
like
bourbon.
vanilla, caramel. This smells like bourbon. Not like Irish whiskey. The nose on this is bourbon. All the way.
The nose I was hoping for in the 40 proof is here. In the
We got you,
my
Uncle Punk. I got all
This is
sizes.
a big nose. And I love it. I'm here for it. Well, cheers.
Cheers, friends. Sláinte.
Damn.
Oh, here, Vinny. Let me give you a
Oh,
of this.
Vinny, we got to get Vinny
It's
a
our
pour of
40th
these.
anniversary edition. Yes. Special release.
Oh, my.
Now I'm going to come back and taste you through the single pass.
There it is.
clapping.
There it is. Good God.
That is complex.
That's ridiculous. That is amazing.
There's a lot of complexity there.
Wow.
It's higher proof and a little more virgin oak.
Wow.
Still the same blend, same 3 casks, same aging process, same everything else, same mash bill. Just the proof and then a little bit more of that virgin oak.
James, I'm looking at you because I know that this is Pastry Boy's big. You love this. I know it. I know you love this.
There's like a sweetness that interplays with a spiciness and a buttery creaminess.
Oh yeah.
That comes through.
Some umami flavors at the end.
Yeah, it's got like an umami, like unctuous, like I feel it right in my chops. You really get like a salivating.
It's-
Wow.
It's a very complex 45%.
Wow.
All right, what's MSRP on this? How much is
That's
this?
delightful.
So this is going to be a little bit like maybe $5 to $10
Get out of
to
here.
regular Slane. So nothing too crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I would be willing to tell you that
So about $37.99, I want to say.
I'm going to just give you my score
way.
without going super crazy here. But I'll tell you right now, this would get my blown away bonus.
Oh, wow.
This is so much better than the other one. I
really like the first one.
and I only say that because this has all the improvements that we asked for.
Oh my
all the
God.
This
improvements
has the
that we
nose
wanted.
that
It
the other
has.
one-
It
This
has
is
the
amazing.
nose. It has the extra sweetness and complexity. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
if I had to put a number out of 100 on it, only because I can't give a number for perfection, 97. I'd give it a 97 out of 100. This is amazing. This is amazing.
Uh-oh, now I'm going to be being hounded by everybody. I now need to find more cases for Vegas.
This is
Thanks a lot.
really good.
You just gave this a 97?
It's really good.
A lot harder.
Listen, I can tell you right now that the DJCC pour
Yeah.
would go up against this.
Wow.
Fact, it would, and that's a $300 bottle.
Better than Blanton's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better than Jack's Single Barrel.
Which one? Which Jack Single Barrel?
All of them in general. Consensus.
I mean, it's different, but yes, I would. If you gave me a gold label Jack Single Barrel at 68%,
a gold label.
at
Yeah.
at 68%, I'd take this over that. Yep.
That's huge.
So you said this is 90 proof, 45, 45%.
Yeah, I would take a pour of that over a Jack Single Barrel Premium Select.
Can I ask why? Like, what do you like about this? Like,
So here's what I like about it.
Well, they're very
That's
different. Very different.
they are super different, right? I mean, you can't put them in the same category. But here's what you can say. You can say, what would I rather drink? What would be easier to enjoy? That is way easier to enjoy. You don't have to fight through anything.
The
That
Jack
is
Daniels you have to fight through.
well, some of them, yeah, you
The
have
high
to.
proof ones,
You really have to fight through them to find what you enjoy, which is fun. That's part of the fun of this, of enjoying and finding a good whiskey. But this, you don't have to fight. This presents itself as an enjoyable spirit. It comes to you and says, here's everything good. It's on a silver platter. Just enjoy it. And that's, I think that's why we talked about this on Wednesday. That's what makes Blanton's such a delightful spirit, is it's easy to enjoy. It makes it for the consumer something that's super easy. And I think that you guys nailed it with this. I mean, it literally for the consumer says, here's something that's super enjoyable and you don't have to work to enjoy it. Everybody can find something. We already said this was a super approachable spirit.
And available.
That,
That's important too. It's
and that
available.
right there, I mean, it hands everything over on the silver platter. That's a delightful spirit. A delightful spirit.
Well, so Slane has its multiple applications. You can drink that neat, rocks, or in a cocktail. This is more of you're going to put it on neat or rocks only. You're not going to mix that in a cocktail.
Fabulous. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
I love it.
You don't want to ruin
So
this.
Slane is going to be your everyday drinker. This is going to be something for special occasions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And again, I say what I said earlier, which is you can pull that out of your cabinet, your shelf, wherever you're holding, and you're going to show even your most complicated and experienced collector something they don't have that they're going to enjoy. There's no way they don't enjoy that.
And then you tell them the price, and they'll be blown away.
That's a fact. Sorry, we're taking pictures for you.
We are. We're
Taking some pics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So like you said, you hit the nail on the head. So these are bespoke spirits. They're part of Brown-Forman's emerging brands portfolio. So these are the brands that you're not going to see everywhere. You're going to even throw off or expose someone new, even the most experienced whiskey drinker may not know about this whiskey yet. So that's the great thing about, like you said, about having your cabinets, showing someone something new and introducing them to something different but unique and premium and has a story. I mean, we make 2 out of the 3 barrels for this Irish whiskey. I don't know another Irish whiskey company in the world that can say that.
No, they can't. So as you're probably aware, you're probably aware right now, that the whiskey and the bourbon collectors community, I mean, it's blowing up. It's hard to get a hold of a premium collectible spirit.
Yes.
I can see where this would get the taters, the collectors, those guys that want dusty bottles to flip. That right there is the bottle to do it with.
Review, I have a feeling I'm going to have to find some extra allocations now. I have to go to my boss.
Oh, yeah.
Kentucky and say, hey, Colin, help me
That
out.
that will go allocated. That will go allocated.
Well, so it's a very limited item, but if there's a man
Like,
for it, I could probably find some.
If you can allocate bonded, you can allocate that.
It's off allocation, by the way.
Really?
It just came off allocation, yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm blown away. I personally really like that.
great. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
So-
After your nearly perfect review, now I think I'm gonna have to find some more somewhere.
You gotta have more. You gotta have more.
And find some more from
If it
Vegas.
already isn't off the shelves after that review.
Woo! James, I think it's only fair.
I think that is a wonderful ending to this show tonight.
Okay.
I think that this is a solid offering. This was really awesome. Great story behind it. Slane Irish Whiskey, friends. That kind of wraps up Slane Irish Whiskey.
It really does.
Get out there and get it, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's Payday Friday, $30. Go get some.
You will not be disappointed.
You will.
Fact.
And listen, guys. Again, coming from Ken, coming from me.
Maybe
BJ,
not so much coming
not
from
so
me.
much BJ,
You know?
but that's not a bad thing.
Thanks.
But Ken and I think are the really the hard asses when it comes to the reviews, and I'm not going to say blown away, but pleasantly surprised. Plus, like I
Blown
was
away.
definitely
Absolutely
I wasn't
blown away. Don't let him.
But I
He was blown away.
very
He said it.
Surprised.
$25.
He
blown
said it.
away is-
Blown away.
No.
Don't let them trick you.
Guys,
Don't let them
you
trick
need
you.
me here to bring you back down to reality.
Stop
this is
it.
solid. It's
Stop
solid.
it.
We'll leave it at that.
All right.
For the Barrel Buddies, I'm James.
I'm Ken.
And I'm BJ. Special thanks to our guest, Nick from Brown
Cheers.
Foreman.
Thank you, Nick,
That's
from Brown
with an N.
Foreman, joining us. Thank you. Thank
so much
you
for
so
having me.
much.
Well, thanks for being here.
Well-
I don't think this is the last time you'll be on our show.
Hopefully not. Hopefully
Scotch and
not.
cheese.
Scotch and
Scotch
cheese is coming
and
at
cheese,
you.
Electronic.
And if you haven't got a place to be for St. Patrick's Day tonight,
Come on down.
get out here.
Friends, like we talked about it. I'm gonna take all my glasses off this stupid thing to show you. Come on down to Beer Zombies. They got this crazy flight here that we talked
and How much
about.
was the flight?
So $17 gets you the Slane, like a big
The
ass
Slane
Taurus
train.
Slane, the Slane train. You get SlimerCon, the double IPA, the blonde. It's half of it's green. It is so cool. Guys, this is awesome. Come on down. Get an awesome beer flight here at Beer Zombies Boulder City. You guys won't regret it. Thank you all for joining tonight. Phoenix, welcome. We haven't seen you around, but join us next week. Uncle Punky, good seeing you. Sub 1K, all of our faithful followers that we see every week. Thanks for joining us on a Friday. I'll wrap it up. I'm James.
We love you, Vinny!
We love Vinny. Shout out to Vinny! We love Get him around. Get Vinny around, because Vinny made all this happen. Get him
That man right there! Oh, we got the whole Yeah!
The man of the hour, Vinny himself.
And happy
everybody.
St. Patrick's Day!
Happy St. Patrick's Day. They're telling me to shut this down. We're done here.
We're done.
Everybody have a great night. We love you all, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
That too.
Drink well.